Hello, Alex. I'm just putting in a couple of different samples for you here. What we were intending with the hotspot is two things. Currently, there's an asset that Atlantic Link has, which is called a link hotspot. And when you look over in the properties panel, you've got the different properties in here. One is called the click action. And so what we were discussing is when you click on this element, or when the learner does, it's defaulted to open a web link, but also you can change it so that you can open a file or send an email or go to a certain slide number, go to the startup slide or go to the next slide, exit a course, print the page, or have no action assigned whatsoever. So those are kind of the main action items that are there. If, for example, we leave it at open a web link, there's a little property line on here that asks us to fill in the web link, and by doing so, that would be the web link that it opens when it's clicked on. If we were to change the open web link instead of to open a file, there is another property line in here that says file to open. So if we were to click on it and it was defaulted for open a file, this would be the file that we could upload and it would open from there. This also has different abilities in here, so you can see there's a target slide. So if we want to send them to a certain target slide, or we want to control the appearance of this as well. Another thing that we wanted to do was kind of combine a different element that's called the hotspot, or the rollover pop-up text, I should say. So the hotspot with the rollover pop-up text. So now what we can do is we can see that there's the box color. So if we enter in like the hexadecimal color for the box color, we can control the height and the width of it. Even though we make it like 500 pixels wide by 200 pixels tall, to the developer it always looks like this, and that's something that we want to remedy. So we want to see exactly how it looks on the back side. But then we can decide, do we want to show that hotspot blinking to the learner or not? Do we want the learner to go to a target slide, and that's description is the slide to jump to when the box is clicked. The text color, the title, and then if we want to click on it and we want a document to open instead, that would be great. Some of the things that we want to add to this is, I'll just show you how it works initially here. So here's the text, and then here's the title. And if we were to preview this out, this particular page, we kind of want them both to work as one asset. So this is one of our ideas about combining the two assets. Oh, give me 1 second here. It just has to be opened inside of a there's some computer settings that I haven't adjusted. But here it is. So I'm not showing it, but if I were to show it, there's the pop-up box that would appear. Now inside the pop-up box, we are limited only to text for the title line and the text inside. And what we wanted to do is maybe add a picture for that pop-up, so we can have a pop-up picture property, so that when we roll over it, this pop-up would display the picture rather than just the text box or an item like that. And so with both of those kind of combined together, we think that it could be a pretty good asset. And I'm just going to go in here and say text, click here, and I'm going to have it open up a website, and the web link I'll just put in our web link here. And now when I play this out again, you should see the little flashing hotspot, which there it is. And so now when I roll over it, that pops up. But then also if I were to click here, it'll open up a new window and it'll have the Landmark ASP website in here as well. So we were just trying to combine both of these so that there would be one element, but with that one element you would have a few more properties, so we could in a sense kind of condense this down. The other item that we were initially talking about was we were talking here, it's a click action, so maybe we can just add an asset or a property line that says action, click or rollover. So when you click, that's when the action occurs. Or if we wanted to engage the rollover, we would have the action based on the rollover. So when the rollover was chosen, when you rolled your mouse over that, then the pop-up would occur. And so hopefully that helps a little.